Hey, hello. This is Ryan of Happy Healthy Vegan. Getting a live stream started right now. If you're watching live right now as I utter these words, it's 7:21 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on today's Wednesday. And Produce Not Pills is first, followed right a second after by Johnny Bravo, then Leah Ruse, and Big Stez, and Jennifer Mobley, and Alan. What's up, guys? Thanks for joining me on this live stream here. Live, ask a 10-year vegan anything. I just kind of kept the same title all this time, but it's cool. If you guys have a better title suggestion for me, guys kind of do the same thing every time, unless something special's happening, like a Snackageddon or something cool like that. But yeah, thanks for joining. Yeah, 7:22 Pacific Standard Time on a Wednesday evening here in California. If you're watching later, welcome later on. I usually leave these up for a little bit after they conclude, and if you get a notification or anything like that, you get a link, you can always watch that once I make the video unlisted. So anyway, guys, cool. Let's see what's going on with everyone. If you have any questions, and all right, cool. Wujita is here, our first and perhaps only moderator tonight. We will see. Oh, Tracy's here, just as I said that. Awesome. Hey, good to see you, Tracy. Cool, everyone's here. Just got started, a minute and a half ago, and already got a lot of people, got 2 moderators, so this is cool. This means, stay as long as you can, Tracy. I know you got work and school and everything. Stay as long as you can, but I like it right now. I know I'm impervious. No trolls can get through. Actually, those of you who have the new Happy Healthy Vegan Cookbook, link down below, shop.happyhealthyvegan.org. In fact, if you get an order in now, guys, you can still get it in. I can still probably, assuming the post office ain't totally screwed up right now, I can still probably get it to you by Christmas, because I am going to the post office again tomorrow, Thursday, which means you have like a week for it to all get there. So I'm saying, anyway, if you guys have the Happy Healthy Vegan Cookbook, you'll see that in the intro, Angie's intro here, there is a little bit on Tracy, the moderator, who helped edit and proof this book and tested all the recipes and gave some steam pot, what are those things called, Instapot alternatives. Anyway, Tracy's story's in the book too, so that's cool. So let you guys know, check it out, shop.happyhealthyvegan.org. If you put an order in today, I'll pack it tomorrow, and I'll take it down to the post office tomorrow too, and we'll sign it for you, and you'll get it for Christmas. You can give it to someone for Christmas, or just treat yourself to a little Christmas gift there. That's shop.happyhealthyvegan.org. So check it out, guys. Actually too, and I'm gonna put the link to oops, did I just post it twice? No, I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm just like not sure what I'm doing here. Anyway, let's see, plant-based power. Just here to say hi to everybody. Not going to stay though. I'm burnt out on live streams. Wow, well, there are a lot of live streams recently. I know Vegan Gains goes on pretty much every day, huh? I don't do that. I mean, not to say that's bad or anything. I just don't do that. I come on I try to say I'd like to come on 3 times a week, but lately it's been once or twice a week, something like that. So anyway, let me get the link to Streamlabs, where you can leave a super chat tip, and I'm going to pin it up top. What's cool about there, speaking of Vegan Gains, is Streamlabs does not take a cut. YouTube takes like a 30-40% fee for super chat tips, which is fine, but if you want to leave one straight to me, no middleman to take anything out, Streamlabs is there. Plus there's like cool sound and video effects too when you do it on there. Anyway, you don't have to do that. Just saying, if you want to get a question answered, for sure. John, you have midterms tomorrow. What the hell are you doing, bro? You need to not be watching this live stream, and secondly, you need to get some rest, my friend. So anyway, Egypt Scribe A wants to know, is olive oil okay to eat? Well, I'm going to let some of you guys comment down there in the comments section. I mean, yeah, it's vegan. So it's okay in that sense. If you're a vegan for the animals and you don't want to see exploitation and cruelty to animals, yeah, olive oil is definitely okay to eat. Once you're past that, like saying like you want to like not only be vegan but also be healthy, then that's where the debate comes in. And I found over my 10 years as a vegan, I prefer to have less oily foods in my diet than rather having like every meal covered in oil. I know this for a fact because last night we were coming back from a sunset hike along the ocean. We drove past a place here in Long Beach, a fast food place, and there's a few of them around Southern California, plant-powered fast food, and I know a lot of you guys have probably been to them. There's one in Encinitas, there's some in the Inland Empire. Anyway, long story short, yeah, we got the burgers and fries, brought them back, ate them here, and yeah, it was fun, it was cool, but you know, it's healthy. Not the healthiest food I've ever had in my life. I felt and tasted all the oil. I didn't feel that great afterwards, so it depends, how do you want to feel? If you don't mind that kind of like oily, greasy burger kind of feeling, it's cool. But yeah, I know you can cook in healthier ways than that. You can like saute in oils. Yeah, it depends what you're looking for. If you were a heart patient, I'd really recommend you do some more reading into that to see what the literature says, like the vegan cardio doctors. If you're really looking to lose weight, as some of you might be doing, I would say back off the oils. Yeah, but I'm with Tracy. If we have to saute, yeah, we'll saute in water. So yeah, oil is a kind of controversial topic. Yeah, we're no oil in the Happy Healthy Vegan cookbook. And same with Keep It Carb, baby, no oil. But if you like oil, cool. We're not saying you're a bad person or anything like that. Just how we roll. I'm a 53-year-old athletic person, and I feel it when I'm eating a more heavy, oily diet. You might not notice it in your 20s. I've competed against fantastic athletes in their 20s who ate like complete crap, and they recover quickly. They're back, playing hard the next day. But that doesn't fly once you like turn like 30 or 40. So anyway, good question there. So yeah, I didn't know I was going on a big thing against oil there. Let's see, any other questions I missed there? Now's a good time to ask a question. Kay always likes to ask the odd random question. What's a music versus battle you'd like to see? Nothing comes to mind immediately. I'll let you know if something comes to mind. The Ranch, small crowd. Well, 50 people. I've only been on for 7.5 minutes. I usually hit peak crowd about like 30, 45 minutes in or something like that. I don't schedule mine. I don't like some people say, live stream in 2 hours. I don't do that. I'm just really bad with schedules and sticking to them. So, yeah, they usually peak in a little bit. Yeah, usually the first 10 minutes is about right. Before you know it, we'll have about double this, hopefully. Yeah, 51 right now. Yeah, maybe in another 15 minutes we'll have about 100 or so. We'll see how it goes on. All right, so what else you guys asking about? Let's see, Log A Birch. Oh man, I'm very sorry to hear this. If you're asking for yourself there, depressing question, sorry, but any tips on how to cope with losing a family member? Wow, do you mind me asking, like what, how close are we talking? Like a parent, a sibling, or a step or two removed, like a cousin or uncle? Let me know. But yeah, that the best way to deal with it is to understand that in time you will be better off. You'll be better off. You will not feel as bummed as I'm saying. You probably won't feel as sad and confused and just mentally down as you are now. I meant to say you'll be better off. You'll be better off mentally after a while. I've lost, people close to me, as anyone has. Closest person to me I've lost was my dad about like 10 years ago. And, that was a big one. And it took a while. It took a few years probably for me to just kind of like feel sort of normal again. It's just part of life, death is a part of life. And just try not to let the darkness get you is my best advice for you. But I'm feeling for you. I feel for you. Let's see. What else you guys asking about? Hey, Fallon, how's it going? is Love Spirals on Spotify. I'm wearing actually my shirt for my old band. I don't think I've ever worn this on a live stream before. I'm wearing Love Spirals Downwards, but yes, both Love Spirals Downwards and Love Spirals, the band I'm currently in with Angie, are on Spotify and Apple Music, Amazon Prime Music, and I think pretty much every like major streaming music service. I don't know if we're on Tidal or not. I never checked that, but yeah. Yeah, Leah, thank you. Thank you for being more succinct and saying what I'm trying to say. Yeah, the pain becomes easier to deal with, but never completely goes away. Yes, thank you. That's what I'm trying to say. That's exactly what I'm trying to say there. You know what I'm talking about. Thanks, Leah. Favorite protein source? Well, besides the Clean Machine Green Protein, which I put into every one of my smoothies, I'll leave the link to that right now, too. Besides that, I'll let me just show you in case you know what I'm talking about. I mean, all plants have protein, you know, so I'm like enjoying my legumes, you know, tofu, which is a legume as well. But let's see, let me show my web browser here to you guys, just in case you don't know what I'm talking about. I put this in my smoothie every day. Thanks. Okay, here, I'm sorry, guys. And here. Clean Machine Green Protein. It's a whole food plant. It's not some kind of like weird bunch of protein isolates and weird chemicals and stuff like that. So it's a plant. You've seen me talk about it before. It's called duckweed. It grows like an aquatic lentil. It grows on the tops of ponds. Anyway, yeah, it's super high in it's super high in what you're asking about there, proteins, essential amino acids. It has a profile similar to that of whey protein, but this is completely vegan. It's also high, it's way better than any other protein source because like I said, it's a whole food plant, so you also get 3 bioavailable forms of vitamin B12, you get omega-3s in the form of ALA, and a whole long list of vitamins and minerals, nutrients, and the like. So I can't recommend this stuff enough. I take it seriously every day. I'm in touch with these guys all the time. I think they're a wonderful company. They're ran by vegans. So yeah, check it out. Clean Machine Green Protein. Use my coupon code there. I know the stuff's kind of expensive, but if you use my coupon code, you do save, what is it, like 10%, I think it is? Yeah, 10%. So that's my favorite source of supplemental protein. But you know, all day I'm eating foods that have protein. Just like my banana smoothies, I calculated have at least 25 to 30% of my daily recommended values of protein just from bananas alone, basically. You know, but like I said, legumes, you know, eating them pretty much every day. So let's see. Yeah, peanuts. I just got it from Imperfect Produce. If you've seen our vlogs, we just got some peanuts in today, which I was munching on earlier. Yeah, munching on nuts and seeds, which have good fats in them too. But yeah. Anyway, legumes. Yeah, peanuts are a legume, right? They're not really a nut or a seed. Let's see. I must have missed a couple questions there. Hey, Angela Goetz from Germany, or Gotz, am I pronouncing your name right there? And gosh, it must be in the middle of the night there in Germany. I know when I come on at this time of the day or the evening for me, I know pretty much like 0 Europeans will be watching because they're asleep, unless you're a really early riser. So let me know which it is. Let's see, plant-based powder. You're playing our music on Spotify. Cool. Yeah, look up. Love Spirals, our current band, or you can find my old one, Love Spirals Downwards, all on Spotify. You can sleep to this music. Yeah, usually our music's more chill. I mean, there are a few more upbeat songs, but usually it's more on the chill side. Let's see. Rachel, what are you saying there? The vegan diet is a lie? The vegan died is a lie? Let us know what you're talking about there. Whatever you're saying, it sounds really interesting, and we'll flush out what you're trying to say there. Patrick, kimchi or sauerkraut? Why put an or in between them? Have whichever you like. I mean, yeah, sometimes Angie will make sauerkraut, and sometimes we'll get kimchi from like the store or something like that. So, yeah, why put an or there? Rachel Wallace, you gained more weight being vegan, so therefore the vegan diet is a lie. Where is it said that if you go vegan you will lose weight? Let's go check out the definition of vegan from the Vegan Society. Let's see, I don't have that bookmarked. Okay, vegan def. All right, so let's see what it says here, what the definition of vegan is. According to the Vegan Society, it's a philosophy and way of living which seeks to exclude, as far as possible and practicable, all forms of exploitation and cruelty to animals for food, clothing, or any other purpose, and by extension promotes the development and use of animal-free alternatives for the benefit of animals. Nowhere in here does it say anything that veganism is to make you skinny, to give you a thigh gap, to give you shredded abs, to make you lose weight. So who told you? Who said it's a promise of the vegan diet that it is to cause weight loss? I mean, weight loss typically is a result of a calorie deficit. And nowhere in here has said, yeah, it's for the animals and all this, but you need to be in a calorie deficit. So I'd like to know, please let us know, where in the definition did you get the idea that veganism somehow is synonymous or equal to losing weight? I'm just really curious. Where people get this idea that it's not about the animals, it's about your pounds or kilograms or whatever. You never cared for the animals, so it's a lie to me. Again, how is it a lie? Well, a lie means someone made you a promise, and the promise was broken. It was never true to begin with. Where was the promise that veganism equals? Do you know what equals means? Like the equal sign, plus like 2 + 2 = 4. Where in the definition of veganism does it say veganism is equal to weight loss? Please let me know this. Please let me know. Yeah, I want to hear where in the definition of veganism does it mean, yes, and you will lose weight. You'll be really skinny. You'll have a thigh gap. You'll lose X amount of pounds. I'm just kind of curious. Okay, you could have believed that, Rachel. But where did you get that belief? What about veganism means losing weight? Like ketosis, like the keto diet, as far as I know, they kind of almost promise you're going to lose weight. It's about getting in ketosis and losing water and crap like that. But veganism is a moral, ethical stance that you saw there, Rachel. It's about not harming, not exploiting animals for food, clothing, or any other purpose. So I'm not sure what you mean by it's weight loss. So if you believe that, I'm not making fun of you, and you just had a mistaken belief, and that's fine. I've had false beliefs in my life, so I'm just letting you know. Don't blame it on veganism. Blame it on yourself, Rachel, for having a false belief. There's nothing about veganism that's equal to losing weight. So don't take it out on me. Don't take it out on vegans. It's your fault. And I'm not saying you're a bad person. I've been wrong before. Everyone's been wrong before. So just admit it. Just admit you're wrong here about what you thought veganism was all about, what it meant. That being said, you can lose weight as a vegan. Tracy, our moderator here, tell Tracy, why don't you share how much weight you lost as a vegan? And I'll add, I know when Tracy lost her weight, she didn't do anything crazy. She wasn't like going to the gym 7 days a week or starving herself or just having juice or just eating fruit or what have you. Tracy, how many pounds was it did you lose? Did you lose 80 or something like that? Well, let me know. And I know your husband lost even more or something like that. And again, you guys are just eating like we do. Yeah, we got our first super chat tip of the night. How come I'm not hearing anything here? Anyway, thanks, Deep Rock. D Rock P87. Thanks so much. Appreciate that. Do I follow Jimmy Dore Show on YouTube? If you don't, you should. Really pushing Medicare for all and is heading towards veganism. No, okay, I'll check that out. Jimmy Dore, that name rings a bell. So obviously I'm not following him, but I'll check that out. The Jimmy Dore Show. Okay, cool. He's heading towards veganism. Well, hopefully, if I can help Jimmy Dore, or anyone could help out Jimmy Dore, I'm all here. Heck, I'll send him a copy of Angie's book or an ebook, to help him to get some groovy, easy meal ideas out there. So thanks so much, Deep Rock. And I saw Peter. We go to Peter's comment here. Peter just said, Peter Cunnington in Canada just got the book today. I tell you, it takes a few more days to cross international borders for shipping. I got your cookbook today. You're gonna make the mac and cheese soon. Also got the new Dr. Greger cookbook too, the How Not to Diet book. Well, cool. Hopefully ours will be a better one for you for food. And yeah, these books come from us. We ship them here from this house. I take them to the post office. Angie will sign them, autograph them. I'll sign them if you want to. Just let us know in the comment when you check out on our store. But let me leave you the link right now to our store so you can get a copy of the new Happy Healthy Vegan Cookbook. Cool, I'm glad you got it. So Tracy, we were talking about the weight loss. Almost 80 pounds and dropped lots of cholesterol. And you didn't lose all that weight eating vegan junk food too. You're eating food like what we're talking about here, primarily whole food plants. And someone was asking earlier about olive oil or oils. Yeah, no oil, low oil. One reason why, if you're looking to lose weight, like was Sharon, was that the person who was mad about veganism? If you're really serious about losing weight, oil is something I would advise cutting out, because pound for pound, gram for gram, fat, that's what oil is. 100% fat is a little bit over twice as calorically dense as our carbs and protein. So it's much easier to consume calories on eating foods that are high in oil. So anyway, cool. So I and all that, I think I lost our friend here who came on and said veganism is a lie. Is she still here, guys? Or are you still here? Let me know. Hopefully I answered your question. And if there's something you want us to go over why you think veganism is a lie because you gained weight as a vegan. So here's the thing. Veganism, again, it's a moral, ethical principle. It's about not harming animals. So if you gained weight trying a vegan diet, doesn't mean the moral principle of not harming animals is somehow no more. It's false, it's wrong, it's untrue. You just gained weight eating plants, which can happen. Maybe you needed to gain weight. Maybe I've gained weight as a vegan. I mean, my weight's gone down and then back up, but it has to do with what I'm eating and how I'm training. I hope we didn't scare her off. I just got a little excited there when she said it's a lie because she gained weight. Like, what does it have to do with anything? Nowhere in the, let's look at the definition of veganism one more time here. Nowhere in the definition of veganism does it say anything about your body composition, your weight, fat, macronutrients. It's all about a lifestyle that doesn't involve harming or killing animals. So yeah, you can gain weight as a vegan, you can lose weight as a vegan. I've done both. It doesn't make veganism true or false or anything like that. So anyway, yeah, I think we may have scared her. I don't see her comment anymore. Let's see, Graven Babies, you have to order your husband a new HHV shirt. His went missing, like a sock would go missing, but he lost his shirt. Oh no. Well, I let people know earlier, and I'll let you guys know again. I'll post a link back to our store here, the Happy Healthy Vegan shop. Anyone who orders anything today, well, I'm going to the post office tomorrow. So just letting you know here, if you want to go to our store, let me get back there. shop.happyhealthyvegan.org. We have the new Happy Healthy Vegan cookbook in stock. We got the ebook if you just want the ebook download. Got pretty much every style of t-shirt and size in stock right now. Got our CDs, the old Keep It Carb Babies, half price. So it's all here anyway. But what I was going to say though, if you do want to get something and get it in time for Christmas, now is a really good time. That means, yeah, I'll box it up tomorrow, pack it up tomorrow, take it to the post office tomorrow, Thursday, and it has like a week to get to where you're at. So shop.happyhealthyvegan.org. I will sell it. It looks like someone just bought it too. Let's see. 10 minutes ago, Vonnie, if you're watching right now, Vonnie, thank you. I haven't seen you in the chat, but me have a different name. But I saw Vonnie ordered it. So Vonnie, assuming you're in the United States, you should get it by Christmas, because like I said, it's going to the post office tomorrow. That's what I've been doing, going to the post office like 2-3 times a week, because I want to make sure everyone that's ordering gets it in on, before Christmas, in case it's a Christmas gift to yourself or to others. But yeah, Graven Babies, if you need another shirt, now's a good time. I think I just missed Peter's. Peter left a super chat question there. Let me get back to Streamlabs. Let's see. Yeah, someone told me this was that you, Peter? Someone told me this in the premiere I did today about Chris Paul, who I was just watching. I just watched the first half. It's a preseason game against the Lakers. Anyway, Piers Morgan's at it again. I got a video today sent by the UK Vegan Campout, and he found out that Russell Brandon was going to go there, and he went off and mocked it. I don't know, is that my place to respond to, or should I let a UK vegan YouTuber talk about that? But yeah, I love talking about Piers because he's just so dumb, so full of himself. Let's see, Johnny Bravo. I didn't see what Rachel was saying, but I see your paraphrasing there, Johnny. I ate junk food, but I'm wondering why I can't lose weight is exactly what Rachel sounds like. That's what I was wondering. Did she say that? Was she eating like vegan junk food? And just thought, just going vegan, the simple act of going vegan, but you could, just eat a bunch of fat French fries and potato chips and donuts and, whatever you want. Bagels with a bunch of fatty vegan cream cheese on. Just eat that all day and you'll just magically lose weight just because it's vegan. No, it doesn't work like that. We're talking about, that's not a caloric deficit or anything of the sort. So, she said she was eating vegan Ben and Jerry's. Well, yeah, there you go. I love vegan Ben and Jerry's, but I don't have it all that often. I stay away from the vegan ice creams. Just have them kind of on a special occasion basis. But yeah, I mean, how can you, if you're serious about losing weight, like say Tracy the moderator was here, and let me know, Tracy, were you and Will, when you're like losing all that weight, pretty rapidly, were you guys having like Ben and Jerry's or anything like that? I'm venturing probably not, and if so, I'm sure it was like once in a blue moon, right? It wasn't like something you would say like, hey, what were you eating when you lost weight? Oh, I had lots of vegan Ben and Jerry's. It wouldn't be the first food, right? Let's see. It has calories, huh? Who knew that, huh? Love it though, but yeah, let's see. Oh, I got another super chat tip here from Yoshi Fan 109. I kind of remember you, Yoshi Fan 109. Let's see. Hi Ryan, what's your opinion on secondhand animal products that are made from animals, such as leather clothing and furniture? Just stuff like that, jackets. Yeah, I've had to think about that too, obviously. I think every vegan has to deal with how they want to deal with that, basically. And here's my conclusion. And if your conclusion's different, cool, let me know. But I'm not saying I am the authority on all these things. This is how I've rationalized it. Because I found this cool pair of like old Birkenstock sandals that I got in college. I didn't really wear that much, and they're in pretty good shape. I think I might have finally got rid of them, but this is like a little around when we started our channel, like 6-7 years ago. I'm thinking, okay, well the damages have been done, the harm's been done decades ago. So I could wear them, I guess, because I bought them when I wasn't vegan or anything. But then I'm thinking, if I wear them, people see that and they think I'm like consenting, like, yeah, it's cool. I think this is okay. If I were to wear a secondhand leather jacket, I'd be implicitly saying I'm okay with this, so much so that I'd wear it. Let's like say, pretty much even like non-vegans, like most non-vegans will agree that fur is not cool, right? People splash paint on fur coats because people know it's not cool. But so let's apply that reasoning there. If someone were to give you like a secondhand fur coat, by wearing it, you would say, oh, I'm okay with this practice, this slaughter, this cruel, that's the same thing. So that's why I think as a vegan, you probably shouldn't wear it. At least that's where I drew the line. It's like, yeah, you don't want to like say to people, hey, I'm vegan, but I think this is all right. And they'll say, why are you wearing that? Oh, I got it a long time ago. You're still kind of saying it's all right. So that's my 2 cents on that. So hope I answered your question there. Yeah, good one, Vegeta. Back to Rachel. Who looks at ice cream, vegan ice cream, and says, this is going to help me lose weight? No, if that's your primary reason for becoming vegan is to lose weight, and some people do that, and that's fine. They're more plant-based if they really are only concerned about losing weight. But anyway, yeah, if you're really concerned about losing weight, you like any diet, ice cream, it seems like it wouldn't be the best choice, right? Let's see, Jordan. If I had no coat and were homeless, would I wear a fur coat? Well, that's a tough question. I mean, yeah, if it's a matter of like dying, like freezing to death, and someone offered you that so you wouldn't die in the night, yeah, I mean, that seems like, a no-brainer, right? You wouldn't want to die on your principles or anything like that. I'm not saying that, but yeah, you guys are in a choice right now. Like, you found some old leather shoes, or someone's giving you an old leather jacket, and it's not a matter of life and death. Should you wear it? No, probably not. But if you're dying on the streets and and life's, it's a matter of life or death, you're gonna freeze. Yeah, you don't want to die. But I don't think that's any of you guys right now. Hopefully, hope not. I know times are tough though. And see, Richard, we're going to talk about raw vegans a little bit. You heard that some people get so much energy from being raw vegan. I tried it for about like 10 odd months, and it's cool in the sense that there is a high energy that comes from eating that way, but I found I could do the same thing by eating the way I do too. With the energy from raw veganism, I found didn't come from being raw. It came from eating a very high carb, low fat, no oil, no processed food diet. And that's what I learned. I was trying raw. Like, okay, let me see if I can replicate how I'm feeling now without being raw. So I started adding in like, rice and potatoes and legumes and, just steaming my vegetables. And I still felt great. I didn't all of a sudden start eating Ben and Jerry's and potato chips or anything like that and vegan pizza and stuff. No, I found there's nothing magical about raw and energy. It's all about having a high carb, low fat, no processed food, no oil diet. Not saying that's like the best diet or anything like that, but that produces the same kind of energy as a raw diet. That's what's magical about raw. It's not the cooking. It's all the stuff that has been eliminated by not having cooked food, the processed stuff, the oils, and eating more like, just fruits and, high carb foods. That's the magic right there. It's not like, but you can still replicate that with having non-raw foods, as I've learned. Yeah, that's why I prefer to eat the way we do right now too, just for the kind of energy I feel from eating, higher and more carbs than like fats and proteins. But then I really don't worry about the macros all that much anymore. Yes, I love Ethiopian food, Mario, and I really want to go back to our favorite Ethiopian restaurant down on the Fairfax district here in Los Angeles, but can't do that right now. Let's see. Produce, not pills. Are ethics black and white? Well, that's a broad question. I mean, ethics as in general, or how about a specific ethical issue? I think some are very black and white. Perhaps like, the ethics of veganism to me seem pretty black and white, but maybe the ethics of, I don't know, stealing, which I'm totally against, might be a little less like slam dunk. I don't know. I'm just pulled that one out of my butt basically, but I'm just saying, yeah, some are very obvious. Like especially stealing, like a Robin Hood kind of stealing from the rich to give to the poor. But anyway, what do I think of medical medium? What does that mean, Bill Johnson? Not sure what medical medium is. Well, I saw Peter just left another super chat from Streamlabs. Again, thanks for doing that. Make sure I got the link there for everyone. Yeah, I pasted it up top too, in case you can't see it anymore, so you can leave me a super chat tip where YouTube doesn't take a cut. Let's see. Peter says, I think a lot of people going from standard American diet to raw would be helpful. Yeah, I agree. So people maybe think it's healthy long term, but I think raw is just very impractical. Yeah, you're right. If you're going from a horrible diet to raw, I guarantee you will feel better. If you're coming from a standard American or standard Western civilization type diet to raw, you will feel better. But that's not because like raw is so great. You could come to standard American diet to just eating like how we do, and you'll feel a lot better too. But I agree with you, Peter. In the long term, raw is just very impractical. Yeah, some people can do it, but there's not too many. Most people I know who are raw are not raw anymore. And the ones that are still raw, kudos to you guys, for sticking with it. Let's see. Bill Johnson, the guy who started celery juice, says he talks to a spirit, like a celery spirit, or are they related? Like he does celery juice and he communicates with the celery spirit, or he likes celery juice, and also some other cool thing he does is he talks to spirits. Let me know how that works there. Is he saying that having celery juice is like a tool for being able to open up your awareness to spiritual communication? Is that what he's going for? I wonder. Just curious. I've not heard of this. Yeah, and does the spirit look like celery? Yeah, that's what we all want to know. Yeah, spirit's like vodka. If you let the celery ferment. Yeah. Is that person a raw person by any chance? See, that's kind of the very non-scientific kind of thinking you see that's often seen in people who promote raw diets. That's not a flaw of raw diets. It's just a diet, but a lot of the people who promote them have other really goofy theories too. Is he smoking the celery? I don't think that would do anything, right? And that wouldn't be cooked. That would be cooked too. That wouldn't be raw. Produce Not Pills. Do I like Incubus, like the band? If that's what you're asking about, I don't know too much about them, so probably not, just because I don't know much about them. The soul of the celery can be summoned during dinner time. Yeah, good one, Johnny. Bro, look him up. Enjoy Instagram. What's his name? Who's this dude? He does promote a vegan diet, but celery juice is like the staple of his movement. So what is the name of this dude? He's wacky. Goji Man has done a review on him. Who is the guy? Let me know. You probably said it, but I didn't catch it. Who is this celery spiritual man? The guy that drinks celery. And that's his name, the medical medium. Okay, he drinks celery and then is able to open up his awareness to communicate with spirits. All right, whatever. This is the kind of thing though that's able to be scientifically tested. He's making a hypothesis and he's tested it on himself. So unless he's like really weird or totally mental, we should be able to replicate this ourselves. So, I wonder if I could convince Angie to make me some celery juice right now. And we could see if I will be able to communicate with spirits as a result of consuming celery juice. So if I hear Angie wandering around, I know she's editing a video right now, so I don't want to stop her for this nonsense. But if I hear her stop and get up and walk around, I'll see if I can convince her to just grind up some celery for me into the Vitamix. And I'll see if I can start communicating with spirits. Do I need to do anything else, guys, that have seen? You guys know more about these weirdos than I do. Is there anything else I need to do? If I were to drink the celery, do I need to chant, meditate, or just drinking the celery itself is sufficient for communicating with these otherworldly beings? Let me know, because I would like to do that tonight. I tell you, it's one of my goals in life is to see the existence of of beings from beyond our plane of existence here. So if I could check that off my list tonight, that would be awesome. I didn't think that was going to happen. Let's see. So what's Tracy saying? It's not the celery juice that'll allow one to communicate with the spirits. Darn. The dude gets his medical knowledge from the spirit world, not from science. Oh, so I can't drink the celery and start talking to spirits? He already has a spiritual communication method or whatever. He talks to spirits. And what? You said the celery does what? I'm so confused. He gets his medical knowledge from the spirit world, not science. Okay, so what does the celery have to do with it then? It sounds like the celery is important. So why? Okay, so it sounds like some crazy dude that talks to the spirit world, but what does the celery have to do with it? Let me know, what role does the celery play in this? Because I want to try this myself. Let's see. Let's see, Johnny, I think you need to eat the celery and chant to summon the spirit of celery. Okay, and there's a time frame. Let's see. So I was told by a spirit that drinking celery juice every morning on an empty stomach is the most healthy thing we can do. He was told that, okay, that's the connection. So he's saying he communicates with spirits, and he was doing this before the celery. He's always, as far as we know, been a spirit channeler, whatever you want to call it. And one day, a spirit, who knows if it was a well-meaning spirit or not, but one spirit said, hey, bro, every morning drink raw celery juice, and that's the most healthiest thing we can do. So I can't really test that. I can't just drink the celery juice and all of a sudden see if it's the healthiest thing to do. That's pretty much next to impossible to measure. Bummer. I was hoping I could drink celery on camera with you guys tonight and actually see spirits and communicate with them. And maybe you guys could see them floating around here too, and we could ask them questions and stuff. Darn, I was really hoping this was going to be like a pivotal breakthrough evening in my life, but bummer. Oh well. Yeah, at least he's getting hydrated, but he just could drink water, you know. Oh well, darn. Oh well, it's just gonna be a regular sort of night here then. I thought tonight was gonna be a breakthrough night, and this would be a live stream that I would leave up forever. The night where I finally saw like hardcore confirmation of the spirit realm. Oh well, guys got me all excited here. All right, Graven. I'll remember if I ever do this. Don't mix any peanut butter in with the celery because yeah, that could like just basically turn the universe upside down. And Nag Champa, I guess I couldn't hurt, huh? This is a wild chat, huh? You never know what's gonna happen. Let's see. What is that plant based on? Brian doesn't have to trip. He has a trip, huh? Let's see, Tracy. What do I think of Peter Buck, the REM guitar player? Yeah, he's a good kind of solid rhythm guitar player. I mean, his style is totally different than the kind of style I play, but yeah, I respect him. I mean, he's not like a virtuoso or anything like that, but that's kind of part of REM's deal is like, you know, back in the 80s, alternative music. They were the college radio band. Like, you guys are going now, what is even college radio? But yeah, I mean, they were like the anti-band, but they still are good musicians. So it's kind of a fine line to walk there. But yeah, a good solid musician. And sometimes you'll catch me, Angie will catch me in here strumming and playing a couple of their songs, particularly God, what's the name of that song? This one goes out to the one I love. I'll play all the chords. I'll do a little solo. I'll try to sing along Michael Stipe's part. But yeah, not a huge fan, but I definitely don't dislike him. There's some musicians I just don't like, but he's not on that list. Yeah, just one I have respect for, but I don't really listen to all that often. But I do like a few of their songs. Like Everybody Hurts and, you know, stuff like that. You know, the sad ones. Yeah, mandolin, yeah. I referred to their mandolin song right there. Luciano, wow, you're making lentils right now and you're going to mix them with handmade tomato sauce. Well, since the tomato sauce is handmade, I don't know if you know this, when you combine that with lentils, and once you consume that, you will be able to communicate with spirits and learn medical knowledge about yourself, your body, health from the spirit. So I just want to let you know you're on the right path there. Just eat that meal and wait for the spirit to come to you and tell you all the medical advice you've ever wondered. Yeah, Luciano, you had no idea. So you learned this at the right time. So be prepared. Your life will change tonight. Unless you've been doing this all along and you never shared that with us. Jordan, yeah, be careful. Some carnivore is going to screen grab this. Yeah, if like some nut like VD just grab that, it's like, no, I'm just joking. I'm making fun of this concept. I don't say that in any way, shape, or form. I'm being sarcastic, facetious. So if you guys are honest, you anti-vegans, show me saying this as well as me saying the crazy stuff, because I was having fun there. You know, I can have fun. Vegans can have fun. And sometimes vegans have fun by saying, you know, making fun of the crazy, goofy, unscientific nonsense I hear from other vegans. You want that shirt? Oh man, these are not for sale. I have a few of them just laying around, you know, for my old band, Love Spirals Downwards. I like this shirt in the wintertime because it's thick. You know, most of my vegan shirts are on the thin side, so this helps keep me a little bit warmer in the, you know, colder months here. Yeah, vegans can have fun, and you know, the way we have fun is different than maybe other types have fun. But yeah, this is like a vegan. These are vegan jokes, making fun of like wacky vegans that say crazy stuff. You know, yeah, drink celery juice because the spirits told me to do that. You know, that's like crazy. It is. I'm not making fun of the person. That's just, how's that advice? And he actually goes out and tells people this. I can see why Goji Man be pissed. You know, if the guy just believed that himself, the guy really honestly believed that the spirit told him to have celery juice every morning. It's the healthiest thing in the world. And he does it, fine. But I hope he's not recommending that to other people, because that's just pure, you know, dishonest and unethical, you know? Yeah, he should make a shirt, Noah, that says "Drink celery juice, bro." He should do that. You know, that would be a great some merch for him to add on to his whatever he's doing there on YouTube. Drink celery juice, bro. That'd be funny. Oh man. Let's see, Tracy. He is recommending it to other people and saying it will cure all types of health problems. And he knows this how, Tracy, or anyone that follows this guy, he knows this how, because he's saying this with authority and confidence, right? It will cure all your health problems. Well, how do you know this? How do you have knowledge of this? Maybe it's just his belief, and belief is fine. Belief is not identical to knowledge. They are two different things. I can believe that tomorrow, let's see, I can believe tomorrow I'll run a 22-minute 5K. I can believe that. Doesn't mean that tomorrow I will go out and run a 22-minute 5K. In fact, I know I won't do that. I'm just saying, belief is one thing. Oh, the spirits told him. So if the spirits told him, then you can't even have a discussion anymore, because if that, he could say anything. The spirits told him anything. The spirits told him, yeah, the human race is a scientific experiment. We were transported here 30 billion years ago from the planet Zebox 7, and here we are now. I mean, how do you know this? The spirits told me. You know, if that's what he believes, then you can't even discuss it, because it's not subject to scientific scrutiny. There's nothing you can observe to confirm or deny. Just complete nonsense. You know, so he might as well make up anything. Yeah, he might as well say he's a 1 million year old being from planet Zebox 7. He was a former king there and brought to Earth to spread the message of the spirit gobbledygookers. That's what they're called, the spirit gobbly. That's who he talks to. I just Googled him, and he said that's the name of the creatures that speak with him, the gobbledygookers. I'm just making this up, but you know, how do you know if I just said the spirits told me this? Anyway, yeah, Noah, your spirits told you differently. Your spirits told you carrot juice will save you. Carrot juice will save you, and celery juice will send you to a dark place. See, that's what your spirits told you, and my spirits told me something else. And your spirits tell you something else. So there's no way to have any knowledge of any kind, because we all can have different spirits telling us different things. We need objective reality. We all need something we can look at, like Mount Everest. It's the tallest mountain on planet Earth. How do we know? We can go look at it. We can measure it. We all can measure it in the same way, but we can't measure what my spirit tells me and compare that to what your spirit tells me. Oh man, that I can see why Goji Man got off on him too, because that's just completely irresponsible. Yeah, your spirits told you, Tracy, you need some ice cream. Let's see, Peter, did you leave another message there? Let's see, thanks again for your super chat tip there, Peter, on Streamlabs. Let me put the link there again for y'all, and I'll read your comment here. Peter says, this is why I don't discuss veganism with religious people. Why am I not hearing the headphones today? This is really weird. Let's see, testing, 1, 2, there it is. Okay, this is why I don't discuss veganism with religious people. They always bring up arguments like, look, it's written in this book. And I'll say stuff, well, isn't it wrong? And they're like, no, God told me I can do it. Well, if they look in the Bible, if they're really looking at the Word of God, doesn't it say in Genesis 1:29 that, God gave us all the plants on earth to eat and consume and do stuff with? It says it right there. I don't remember anywhere in the Bible where it says, go out and kill a bunch of animals and eat them. Tell me if I'm wrong about that. I thought it was pretty clear in 129. And again, that's not the argument for veganism. If you just want to use their the book told me so argument, you could throw that at them, because it says it pretty clearly right there. Yeah, Genesis 1:29. Okay. Let's see. What was that? The spirits told me to drink water. Yes, the celery spirit. I'm imbibing the celery spirit now, and it told me to drink water. According to Leviticus. Okay, Johnny. So I wonder how they reconcile Leviticus with Genesis 1:29. It seems like they're saying slightly different things. which is a good reason maybe not to base an argument of diet from a religious text and base it on something else, like, do we really need to kill animals to survive? Is it right to kill animals, sentient beings with feelings and emotions, when we just could eat plants? Base it on that, I think. What about an animal that has died of natural causes? I mean, here's the thing. I see you're getting at it. It's trying to go around the issue of exploiting, but in what sense? I mean, the animal could have been in a slaughterhouse and died of a natural cause, or like an animal that died out in the road, like you ran over a possum or something like that. But still, it's kind of like the same argument we were talking about earlier. Like, is it right to wear leather if you got it like before you went vegan, like it's some old jacket or shoes you had? Again, it would just be like saying, hey, I'm okay with this. This is okay with me. And it's just kind of giving a impression, like normalizing or making it, like acceptable, the whole practice. And yeah, I was looking. Yeah, Tracy's pointed out the health aspects, the nutrition aspects. Yeah, whether an animal was raised in for food or just died naturally, there still are the unhealthy bits in animals. But I'm thinking of the moral issues. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, it doesn't scale. You couldn't feed any kind of population with that. You can't create like a farm where all these animals are going to die of natural causes. I mean, if you let them get into old age, you'd have to be feeding them for like decades, or it just wouldn't work. I'm just saying, it's just an interesting thought experiment, but when it comes to reality, being practical, it's not an idea that it could ever scale up. Just something that you might find once in a lifetime or once in a blue moon or something like that. So it'd be kind of weird if you're vegan all the time and the only time you eat meat is when you find a dead animal out in nature. How often would that be happening? I'm saying that's just really, really weird. I mean, just not weird. It's just really uncommon. That's a good point, Tracy. Yeah, can is different from must. Just because we can do something doesn't mean we ought to do something or that we even must do something. But yeah, I'm never eating roadkill. I don't, unless it's some kind of life or death situation, stranded in the forest, freezing, someone asked what you were, something made of animals, then yeah, if it's a matter of life and death, possibly so. But yeah, don't no plans to eat any roadkill or anything like that. Yeah, Peter. Yeah, there's a good point right there. Yeah, I hit your comment for a second, but yeah. Peter, as Peter says, one can rape and murder. You have the ability to, but you shouldn't do that. You must. It's not like you must do that, or even that you ought to do that. Just because you can do something. And here's the example I like to say sometimes. And forgive me if it's kind of graphic, but yeah, I can take a crap on your head. Doesn't mean I should. I can. I mean, there's nothing, physically stopping one if someone puts their head out and stays there. I have the ability to do that, but doesn't mean I ought to do it just because I could, So it's this kind of thing. Just because you can do something doesn't mean you ought to do something or that you must do something. So sorry, I made a few of you guys laugh there, but yeah, just you can take a crap on someone's head, but it doesn't mean you should. Ryan is tall enough to poop on a lot of people's heads. I never thought how it'd be done. I figured you'd probably have to get on a ladder or they'd have to bend down or something like that. I never really put too much thought into that. Let's see. Or back to the celery spirit guy stuff there, huh? No, I haven't really thought about this, Trace. I just for a split second there. Ryan, don't Google it. Trust me, people I've heard people that did that. Wow, I'm just making a crazy thought experiment. Yeah, again, just because you can do something doesn't mean you should, but it probably does mean that there's going to be some weird people that have done it, and that's what makes it so weird. Let's see, Naka Liana. Are you Hawaiian by any chance? Just curious. Why do most ex-vegans really hate vegans? Why not just go about their personal business? Yeah, I've asked this a ton of times, and it seems like a lot of people like that make these, the influencers, the ones with YouTube channels and stuff that make why I'm no longer vegan, why I had to quit being vegan. Yeah, I asked why can't, if it didn't work for them, just say it didn't work for me, but I know so many other people it's working for, and a few people have done that. Wasn't Maddie kind of sort of like that? Maddie Limberg or whatever. I didn't make a response video to her, but I watched a bit of hers, and I thought she was kind of like that. But yeah, most people want to blame a vegan diet for some horrible things that happen to them, whatever, gut issues, don't blame the urine drinking and the 35-day water fasts or whatever health problem, allergies, they'll blame that on a vegan diet or whatever. I mean, why can't they just say, I thought veganism was going to do X, Y, and Z for me. It didn't. I'm moving on, It's not like it killed me or did anything bad to me, but they have to say, but no, I think it did really bad things to me and you should never do it too because it's so horrible. I don't know why they have to like try to burn the bridge on the way out or something like that, I don't think they're being paid by the meat industry. I mean, yes, some are. Like that one, Raw Alignment was immediately being paid by Butcher Box in her video where she talked about how she's not vegan anymore. So yeah, I don't think that's true for most of them. She was already a really well-known, influencer at that point. A lot of viewers, a lot of subscribers. So yeah. Yeah, there's a good point, Humus here. I don't think Raw Vegan went all anti-vegan, but she did throw veganism under the bus a bit. I agree with you there. That's why I responded to her video. Let's see, Peter, what's that? Your friend said people shouldn't go vegan because too many people have allergies. Yeah, milk, yeah, lactose intolerance. The majority of humans on this earth right now are lactose intolerant. Yeah, you never hear anyone say, oh, these non-vegans, they don't bring that up. Like most humans are allergic to dairy. Most humans aren't allergic to soy. Most humans aren't allergic to potatoes or bananas or rice or legumes. I mean, yeah, there's some small food allergies, but there's nothing like that. Like the majority of humans are not allergic to any of these foods that I'm mentioning here, other than dairy. So yeah, it's a horrible argument that these people are giving you, Peter. It's funny how they pick and choose. Yeah, maybe it is a defense mechanism. Maybe they feel like, they don't want to look like they want to look smart when they're leaving veganism. They don't look like, oh, I was dumb, and they just want to make it look like they know better, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, I'm with you, Graven. I would be devastated, too, if I could never eat a potato again for the rest of my life. Yep. Let's see. Lyndon, what makes you think drinking your own pee is good for you? Yeah, I wonder, where they get that crazy idea. Oh, I know where. They watch some other guy, like the celery guy we were just talking about, where the spirits told him, yeah, drink celery and it's the best thing for you. Some nutty, unscientific person on YouTube, and that's how this urine thing is, right? There's no studies that say drinking urine is good for you. There's no science saying that. Just some guy as crazy as the celery guy that you're telling me about, Medical Monicum, was that his name? Anyway, someone like that said, instead of talking about celery and spirits, instead is talking about urine and health, and so it's the same kind of thing. That's why it's important to understand that when it comes to nutrition, you want to look at science before you look at some weird guy or gal on YouTube just making crap up or saying, oh, I'm not making it up. The spirit told me that after I drank celery. So who would you rather believe? Someone that's, telling you the spirit told me this, or maybe like, the preponderance of the scientific literature says, yeah, this is healthy for you. Likewise, this is not. Diet theosophy. Yeah, totally. Do I ever watch Nick Ocado? No, nope. I didn't watch him ever when he was vegan, to be honest with you. And the last time I really saw him was when I responded to him quitting veganism and all the stupid crap he was saying. Like, it's kind of like Miley Cyrus. Oh, that food's so bad for my brain. The carbs are bad for my brain. I need more omega-3s. Okay, then eat some algae. You don't need to eat all that freaking junk food. It's not like all that crazy, non-vegan junk food he eats is like loaded with omega-3s or something like that, So no, why would I want to watch that? Peter, did Mr. Vegan ever change names? As far as I know, no, I don't know. I've pretty much, I blocked him, stopped following him, so I really don't know what he's up to anymore. I just don't need to see his nonsense anymore, Let's see, Human Zero, you do feel quite spiritual after a nice cup of celery soup. Good for you there. Let's see. Johnny, you're starting your own religion? Vegetable theology. And we have 80 gods. Marijuana is the highest god. Very appropriate there. Let's see, Nicolena, what'd you ask there? Can you pull out a random vinyl and tell us why you have it in your collection? All right, why not? I'm just going to reach my arm back here and grab this one. Let's see. Here's a Cat Stevens record. And why do I have this one? This one is here because it came from Angie's dad's vinyl collection. Where she told me stories all the time when we first met about this. A totally awesome vinyl collection that her dad's been amassing since like the 60s and the 70s, and one day he just gave it to us. He just didn't have a turntable anymore. He gave us a bunch of vinyl. So yeah, this one is here because of that. I can't say I know this record at all. T for the Tillerman. I'm not a huge Cat Stevens fan. It's not like I don't like him or anything. I'm just not a huge fan. Let's see. Yeah, none of these titles ring a bell for me, but yeah. Anyway, that's why that one's in there. Each one has a story, I guess. It's a good album, Jordan? All right, cool. And I don't know what he's doing now musically or anything. I know he's, he's religious man now. Thought he does do some music on the side, but I've not kept it. I guess because I was never a huge fan, I haven't really been keeping up with him all that much. His father and son on that album, I don't know. I just put it back there. It was kind of a Yusuf Islam. That's it. Yeah. Is that the one with Cat in the Cradle? I don't know. You guys are going to have to tell me. That's probably the only one. If someone put a gun to my head, name a Cat Stevens song, that's probably the only one that comes to my mind right off the top of it. I guess that was his biggest hit, huh? Let's see. The Vegan Farmer. You live on a dairy farm? And my parents are pressuring me into being veggie, and I feel like I'm against... Your parents are pressuring you into being veggie. Wait, I don't understand the question there, Vegan Farmer. You live on a dairy farm... and your name's Vegan Farmer, and your parents are pressuring you into being veggie. It sounds like you're already veggie. I am totally confused there. Yeah, Moon Shadow. There's another hit of his for sure. Yeah, those are probably his two biggest hits, right? Yeah, Moon Shadow. Wait, is that Moon Shadow's his song? Yeah, okay. I hear his voice now as I'm visualizing the song in my mind's eye. Oh, they're pressuring you to being vegetarian. Oh, I see. They want you to not give up dairy. I get it now, Vegan Farmer. Yeah, I'm a little slow there. I thought you're already vegan, and they want you to stop being vegan and have dairy. Just tell them no. No, tell them you're against, as a vegan, just show them the definition of veganism here. Why do I, let me just put it up here one more time for us all to see the definition of veganism. The philosophy of way of living which seeks to avoid, as far as practicable and possible, all forms of cruelty and exploitation to animals for food, clothing, or any other purpose. All forms of exploitation and cruelty to animals. I'm sure your parents would understand that forcibly keeping female cows pregnant, inseminating them, keeping them a lifetime of pregnancy and taking their babies away, particularly the males. There's a lot of inherent cruelty built into dairy. There's no way to deny that, right? So just tell them you're against that kind of cruelty. The same reasons that you don't eat meat are the exact same reasons that you don't have dairy. There's no difference. It's just as much cruelty and exploitation in dairy as there is in a slaughter, a meat slaughter animal. I'm not sure why they're tell them it's not personal. It's not like you're rebelling against your parents or anything like that. It's okay, goats. Okay, female goats. Yeah, or if it's not cows, it's goats. Anyway, same thing. Animals need to be exploited and animals need to be harmed and often killed to produce dairy. There's no way you could financially support all the offspring that occur on a dairy farm. It would just grow to infinity after a while. So let them know it's the same principles why you don't eat meat, that you don't have dairy. Landon, do I believe in herbs too? Or just plant-based foods? What do you mean, do I believe in herbs? I mean, aren't herbs plants? I mean, we season our food with herbs all the time. In fact, if you get the Happy Healthy Vegan Cookbook, you'll see all the different herbs and spices that Angie uses on her recipes here. And by the way, if you order these tonight, I'm going to ship it out tomorrow. I'm going to the post office tomorrow. I'm going to pack orders and send everything off to the post office tomorrow. So if you want it, shop.happyhealthyvegan.org. Here we go. The Happy Healthy Vegan web store. I'm going to put the link into the show chat right now. If you want to get it, I will autograph it. Angie will autograph it, and you should get it before Christmas as long as you live in the United States, because it gives us about a week for the post office to do its thing. So anyway, let me get back to the main chat here. Peter, did I miss one of yours? Let me look. I think I started talking right then. Let's see. Have you watched the new vegan film, Vegan 2020 by Plant Based News? No, if it came out today, particularly not. I haven't watched any vegan YouTube today. Probably catch it later. Well, thanks for the super chat tip there, Peter. Much appreciated. Did you like it? Let me know. Kind of over Klaus right now, but I don't want to get into any drama right now. I like his partner though. Who's his partner? I just did that podcast with him for the Plant Based News podcast. Having a vegan brain fog moment right now. Okay, but anyway, produce not pills. Did we ever get a Ring camera like for our door? Not yet. Yeah, you guys know about that time when we lost a few packages I left outside. Now I'm just taking everything to the post office. I don't mess around with the brand new books. I'm just delivering them at the post office to make sure they are safe. Not just leave it at that, primitive primate. Robbie, his partner Robbie. Yeah, see, I don't have vegan brain fog. It just takes a second sometimes with access. I'm totally cool with Robbie. I'm just kind of with Klaus right now. No offense, Klaus. Let's see, Proton pills, vegan brain fog. How many times is that today, Ryan? You're up to 15. I don't know. Some days are different, I guess. Okay, Landon, he's talking about the herbs instead of taking aspirin and pills. If I have pain, which is not too common, I guess I don't take it too often, but yeah, I have taken ibuprofen before. I have a bunch of CBD products here I can try too. Is that an herb? Is that herb enough, or is that literally herb? But let's see, Luciano, do I believe we are starchivore or frugivores? I'm not sure of the exact definitions of either of those terms. I know they're kind of more recently made up. I believe that humans do extremely well eating a diet of exclusively plants and having that be as a wide, diverse array of plants as possible. So if you're talking about frugivore, meaning only fruit, and then I say, why be so restrictive for? So starchivores, does that mean eating just starch? What about all your vegetables and fruits? I'm not sure if I know the exact definitions, but just eat a wide variety of whole food plants eat them. Yeah, why do we have to like say I only eat one kind of plant, not the other kind of plant? Like, what's the point? Why intentionally make your vegan diet restrictive? Why? I don't understand why some people think they need to make their vegan diet so restrictive. Like for the people that say we eat only fruit, where is the science that says eating like boiling your potatoes or steaming your broccoli is going to lead to any morbidities, any like increase in likelihood of death? There's no such thing, you know. So I still understand why some people think they need to restrict a vegan diet down. It's pointless. Just eat it all. Eat all those plants out there that nature has provided for us. Yeah, I'm with you too, Luciano. I eat whatever if it is vegan. Yeah, particularly if it's whole food plant. But yeah, I don't understand why some people like these definitions that kind of zoom veganism into like one particular corner or another. Just eat it all. Yeah, I'm with you, Luciano. If it's vegan, eat it. That as simple as that. Let's see, Shannon. How do you deal with cravings when you started? You still like or craving like animal products? I would say if you're really craving like a burger, go get a Beyond Burger. Those didn't exist when I started. I had to have just like veggie patties and stuff like that, which are fine. They're still cool. But yeah, if you really miss a burger, go get a Beyond Burger. If you miss like sausage, go get some Beyond Sausage links. You know, there's whatever you're missing. If you miss ice cream, we're just talking about vegan Ben and Jerry's. It tastes exactly the same. I was so stoked when they made Cherry Garcia, my favorite flavor of all time. So if you're missing, if milk, there's tons of plant-based milks. There's anything you might be craving now, you can get a plant-based version. That is awesome. That was not true 10 years ago when I went vegan. There was often a plant-based version that was or sometimes but now there's versions that are completely like tasty, delicious. You know, you could pass it off to your drunk friend and they would never know they just ate a completely plant-based burger or sausage or ice cream. Yeah, but bean burgers are fine. Yeah, they just won't taste like a meat burger, like a Beyond Burger does, if that's what you're craving. But my biggest tip, though, is really make sure you're eating enough food. I'm of the opinion if you are eating enough calories, and that's usually a problem for new vegans. Plant foods are typically lower in fat than animal products, so fat has about twice as many calories per the same mass of food. So you might need a little bit more to get full. And I think that's why a lot of people have cravings. They're just craving some more food. My thing is if you ate like, 2 potatoes and a cup of rice with veggies on top, you're going to be full. It doesn't sound like maybe the most appealing meal, but you will be full. You probably won't have any cravings because you won't be hungry for a long time. So that's my tip too. Make sure you eat enough food. But if you're truly craving a particular item, go get the vegan version of it. Let's see. Question is, do I make cookies or just eat the cookie dough? Whenever we have cookie dough protein not pills, we make cookies. I mean, sometimes I'll nibble a little bit on the cookie dough and Angie's getting the cookies prepared. But yeah, it's about making the cookies if you got the cookie dough. Yeah, Graven, potatoes will fill you up for hours. That's why I intentionally picked foods that will fill you up for hours. Potatoes and rice. If you have a giant meal of potatoes and rice. And by the way, Tracy, we had some of your... Tracy was so cool. She sent us for Christmas a box of tamales. Is it the Tucson Tamale Company or something like that? We had some of those tonight. We were so full. Angie couldn't finish what we did. We made 4 tamales and then a cup, no, 2 cups of brown rice, and then a can of beans. So filling. I barely finished mine, and Angie left some of hers out. I'm saying you're not going to have any cravings after eating such a filling meal like that. New vegan or old vegan, you'll be stuffed. I can't remember what flavor it was, Tracy. It wasn't the curry one. It was one that had green chilies in it. I forgot which one it was. It's been cool just going through all the flavors. We had the curry ones the other night, a couple nights ago. So we've been kind of like eating, digging into them every few days. Man, we love it. Thanks so much, Tracy. I can't believe I didn't think about that because we just had them like, an hour or 2 before I came on here. So thanks. Yeah, Tracy's so awesome. Getting a big box of Tucson tamales. Okay, green chili. I think that's what we had. I think that's what we had tonight. 4 green chili tamales, 2 each of us. I just thank Tracy for the green chili tamales. And she's saying, yay. Oh, and Jim Walsh. Hey Ryan, got my cookbook. Already made the Tuscan kale pilaf. Super good. Angie says we might have that tonight because we've been missing kale. We just got a shipment of kale in today from Imperfect Produce, so we might have that tonight. That's a staple. That's been a staple in our diets for sure. So if you do get the new Happy Healthy Vegan Cookbook, and like I said, I'm going to the post office tomorrow. I'll put the link down here, shop.happyhealthyvegan.org. I'm going to tomorrow, and Angie will autograph it. Just leave a little note when you check out if you'd like us to leave a message or anything like that. Yeah, that's a staple. We've been making that for like 4 or 5 years. Like, it's probably getting developed when Keep It Car Baby was getting published. All right, it's talking to the spirit. So I'm talking to Angie, who's on the other side of the wall here. I heard her walk down the hallway. I feel bad asking her to make me some celery juice to see if I can communicate with the spirits. I want to break her out of her flow because we know it's not going to work, because you guys told me that crazy dude only was able to communicate to the spirits. He was doing that before, so he's already kind of wacky, and then the spirits told him to have celery juice. So it doesn't work cause and effect. Drink celery and then communicate with spirits. For him, it was communicate with spirits and then drink celery. No, Angie's very alive right now, Luciano. Produce not pills. Ryan, do people think you are or call you a hippie? Yeah, sometimes they do, and it's a little confusing. I don't know what's hippie about us. It's not like we drive a Volkswagen bus and we have long hair and wear beads and hippie paraphernalia and stuff like that. I mean, sure, I do like some bands that could be called hippie, but I like a lot of bands that are the furthest thing from being hippie. So it's kind of weird. I'm not sure. Maybe it's just because I'm kind of, people perceive me as kind of being chill and kind of peace loving. I'm Buddhist, so yeah, it does happen often. Not it doesn't happen all the time, but it does happen sometimes, and particularly Angie too. Like, there's nothing hippie about her, so it's kind of weird how people sometimes categorize us as hippies. It is weird. Yeah. So oh, Bill, more about the celery juice spirit man. I know he said the first time he was 5 years old, and the spirit told him to tell his aunt that she had lung cancer, and he was apparently right. She went to the doc and got diagnosed. He's been seen with the Kardashians. Okay. Whatever. That's a pretty wild story. I don't know how that can be verified about the spirit telling his aunt and all that stuff. So you could just make that up after the fact. And Lucretia, you made Angie's polenta pizza. It was a bomb. Awesome. Cool. I'm glad others outside of our house and family here are enjoying Angie's recipes. Awesome. It's a Produce Not Pills. Isn't it kind of annoying to be called a hippie lol? I get it sometimes, and I'm not. Yeah, it's a little annoying. I could see if I were truly hippie. I have a few tie-dye shirts, but I have many non-tie-dye shirts. What's that, Tracy? Dr. Clapper put out a video a couple of days ago talking about the dangers of chugging celery juice on an empty stomach because it's high in potassium, which can trigger heart arrhythmia. You'd probably have to have a lot, But just because a spirit told me to do something, I wouldn't do it. Let's ask this dude this. Let's say this guy, I forgot his name, medical whatever, said that, the spirit told him to drink celery juice on an empty stomach. Let's say the spirit told him to kill someone. Would he do it? The spirit could say, yeah, I'm the same spirit that told you about your aunt having cancer. I'm the same spirit that told you to chug the celery juice in the morning. Now I'm telling you, you need to go over here and kill this guy. You got to do it. Like that's the dangers of saying that spirits talk to you and you base your actions in the real world upon what spirits tell you. I mean, would he do that? Would this dude go as far as like kill someone because the spirit told him to do it? Or say the spirit told him to eat a bunch of like meat burgers every day. Say the spirit said, I'm wrong. All this vegan or plant stuff, I thought about it, and what you need to do is eat a bunch of cows every day. Go on the carnivore diet. Should he do that because the spirit told him? Who knows? Any ex-vegan could say that. That becomes anti-vegan. Oh, I'm not vegan anymore. Why? Because the spirit told me to go carnivore. So anyway, Celery Guy sounds like a car notice. That should be his name, right? Celery Guy, because that's how I'm always going to remember him. The Celery Guy. The Celery Guy who supposedly talks to spirits. So anyway. Yeah, good point, Tracy. Anyone who stops eating celery rolls for breakfast, probably that's what he's eating before that, and instead drinks celery juice, will see and feel some health benefits for sure. It doesn't mean that it's the celery itself. It just means what you're eating was so bad that once you go to something that doesn't have the bad, you'll feel good. Like I was saying, a lot of people when they go raw feel better because what they're eating was so bad. But you could just go from eating a bad diet to eating what we eat and feel amazing as well. There's nothing magical about the celery or the raw. There's something amazing about eating vegan, about eating whole food plants. It's no magic about it. It's just going from one bad diet to a healthier diet. You will feel better, but some of these healthier vegan diets are more sustainable for you in the long run, health wise, and just practical wise too. Who are we talking about? Okay, we're talking about the Celery Guy. Let's not even mention his name anymore. There's some guy on YouTube, and Goji Man has responded to him. Some guy on YouTube that says the spirits told him that every morning he must wake up and chug a bunch of raw celery because that's the most nutritionally healthful food on the planet. That's who we're talking about, the Celery Guy. So anyway, let's see. Let me just take a little stretch here. Ooh. All right. Jordan Holmes, will fat make you fat? If I eat one avocado a day, is that bad? Well, if that's all you're eating is one avocado a day, I can't see how that would make you fat. And is that bad? Yeah, you want to eat more than one avocado a day. But we have avocados almost every day. And you can see for yourselves. And we've been doing this the whole time about our channel. So, fat will make you fat. I guess if you eat too much of any food, a caloric, over a surplus of calories can make you fat. So yeah, you can get fat on avocados, but I mean if you overdo how we eat, you could put on weight too. And I actually have gained weight over the few years, like say since like the past couple years since I started changing how I train. I'm not burning as many calories on the bike and running now that I'm lifting weights and basketball training. Someone said you'll get fat if you eat avocados. It depends. Like, how many avocados are you talking, and what else are you? Are you eating like a super high carb, low fat diet right now? And if you add an avocado onto that, you're probably not going to get fat. You'd have to eat being a caloric surplus. Let's see. Lucretia, you just rewatched last year's Christmas live stream. Refresh me, Lucretia. What did we do last year on a Christmas live stream? I don't recall whatsoever. Let me refresh me. What we did? You're going to my jail. You've been here the whole time. Like what, an hour 20? So cool. Thanks for being with us as long as you could here. Yeah, I'm with you, Lucretia. Avocados are not the problem, bro. Yeah, whoever is telling you that, I remember like Darren Ryder and Freely used to say that stuff when we were watching them in our early days. That's just complete nonsense. We were eating avocados during that time, and we were skinnier back then. I'm probably eating same amount of avocados now as I was back then. I guess you could say that's why I weigh more now. It's because I'm not running and cycling like a maniac anymore. I'm doing different kinds of exercise. Let's see. I saw some talk about guitarists here. Let's see. I missed. Where was that list you had here? Let's see. What guitarists do you like? You still love Hendrix, Clapton, Adam Jones from Tool. I'm not familiar with him, but yeah, favorite guitarist. Let's see. As far as like the kind of style I play when I solo, I think David Gilmour from Pink Floyd is kind of the closest. Kind of my kind of bluesy jamming is kind of like John Mayer style, like Continuum album, Doyle Bramhall the second. And And when I'm just trying to sound really ethereal and like dream poppy, Robin Guthrie of the Cocteau Twins. But yeah, there's tons. Yeah, we saw Alex Lifeson get mentioned. Yeah, I was totally into Rush when I was younger. He was one of my guitar idols. Jimmy Page, Led Zeppelin was one of my guitar idols. Yeah, Hendrix, of course. Yeah, Eric Clapton. He's gonna go down as one of the greatest guitar players of all time. One of the most influential guitar players of all time. Yeah, totally. There's so many. Satriani. I saw Joe Satriani play once before. And damn, it's not my style whatsoever, but God, what a virtuoso, huh? Wow. All right, so oh yeah, Prince is a very underrated guitarist. Prince is a very underrated musician. When you listen to his albums, and also the albums he produced for other people like Morris Day, he's playing everything. He's playing all the instruments. He's an awesome bass player, a really funky bass player, an awesome, just tight, funky drummer, a great rhythm guitarist, a great lead guitarist. Just watch the solo in Purple Rain, just to get a flavor of what he's like, or just the guitar playing on the album. Yeah, Prince is a super underrated musician for sure. Yeah, Prince shreds. He totally does. Yeah, he's a great musician. I didn't realize it at the time when I was growing up in the 80s what a great musician he was. I learned about more of that later. Yeah, Prince was a badass. Oh, that solo, yeah, on My Guitar Gently Weeps. Have you seen that? If you guys haven't seen this on YouTube, just go look up like Prince solo My Guitar Gently Weeps. It was I think a tribute to George Harrison. I know his son was on stage, and Tom Petty. I think Mike Campbell was there too. And yeah, when Prince solos, he's there with world-class musicians, and he stole the stage with his solo on that song. So check that out. Yeah, that's mind-blowing. One of his probably his coolest solos. Ryan, can we get a VD montage? Yeah, VD. I told you know VD. I have to respond. I don't plan to anymore. But yeah, she would take like freeze frames of me. I'll be talking to video. So yes, the reason why I like to eat vegan is she'll find the one moment where I'm like looking like this, freeze it, and make a video about how it's because I eat a vegan diet that I look like this. So I like to give her some food for thought, so to speak. Not food for thought, but to make videos. So here, VD. Let's give her a frame really quick here, guys. Let me do this for her. Are you watching, VD? Just steal this scene right now and make up a crazy story about why I look like that. I want to see you get creative. You just kind of rehash the same crap all the time, and then make sure you show me like 3 seconds later looking like this, all fine and normal. Okay, so yeah, let me take my glasses off too, so you get a really good shot. Okay, this is a shot for her right there. All right. Hey, that's a shot for VD, so have at it. Make up a silly video about how a vegan diet has caused my face to wrinkle and I'm unable to keep my eyes open. Please do this, and I want to hear what kind of story. Like, why? What about the vegan diet makes a person look like this? And then show me 2 frames later looking like this. Or I dare you. I double dare VD to do that. Yeah, I ignore. I don't watch her videos. I get annoyed when someone says, yeah, she made a video about me. Like, really? What'd she do this time? Let me guess. She found a frame of me looking like this and made a bunch of nonsense how a vegan diet has made me age rapidly so I look like that. That's it. That's her. That's all she's got. It's her only freaking move. Hey, Joseph Michael. VD is going to say that you're not 6'5" because you're vegan. No, I'm actually 6'4.5". 6'5" with my shoes on, but yeah, I'm 6'4.5". Yeah, haters are just gonna hate. That's all they can do. So yeah, I'll give her something. Just make up a video about that and just tell me why I look like that because I'm vegan, I'm just curious what kind of nonsense she'll make. So let's see. How long have I been on? Hour and a half? Stay on for a little bit longer because who knows? Maybe I'll come on tomorrow. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do tomorrow besides go to the post office with all your orders here. Let's see, Peter, there's a guy on YouTube that literally every video counts to one extra number. Yeah, I saw Vegan Gains talk about that yesterday or so, or the day before. How silly, huh? Whatever, you know? Do I like the band The Kinks? Like, I know what you're talking about. I was never a big fan of The Kinks or anything like that. How come Dr. Fauci isn't pushing a vegan diet? Yeah, I mean, I think he's got enough to deal with right now, enough haters and everything. So if he was trying to, I don't even if he's fully aware about the zoonotic connection between all these, like, you know, pandemics. They come from animals being kept in captivity or from too much close contact with animals. And if we didn't raise them for food, we'd have fewer pandemics. Yeah, he should push that for sure. Totally. Make some more VD faces for. I made a whole bunch there plant-based, so I think she's cool. She has a lot to work with there if she really wants to make a video. Yeah, Lucretia, yeah, good point. Maybe, yeah, not a vegan diet, but yeah, Fauci could at least tell people, eat more plants, for God's sake. Yeah, why not, huh? Just eat plants. I don't really have a sniper. I don't really have a favorite band. I listen to all kinds of stuff, you know. Really, all kinds of genres, all different eras of music. I listen to stuff from the 60s, 70s, stuff made this year, last year. Yeah, I don't really have a favorite band per se. Let's see, Peter, I saw your message come through. Why do I think that nobody is really pushing closing down animal agriculture to limit pandemics? And let's see the continuation of that here. And do I think anyone can actually push that in the future? Yeah, I'm not sure how they could push it, like closing down animal agriculture. People just need to be made aware that there's connection between pandemics and our relationship to animals, particularly food ones. I don't think too many people are aware about that, and I think that information alone, you think it would get a percentage or two of people to stop eating animals. You know, people are truly concerned about this. So yeah. Do I listen to any classical music, Jordan? Yeah, I don't listen to too much classical. I mean, sometimes occasional, like a classical guitarist like Andre Segovia or something like that. But no, I don't really listen to all that much classical, to be honest with you. Does anyone sun gaze? Let's hope that no one sun gazes, huh? Only at sunset. Yeah, I do watch sunsets, and I make a point not to gaze into the sun even then. Let's see, Graven, your husband gets off work soon. He'll be ordering a shirt then. He's bummed he lost your shirt. I'm sorry to hear that. Well, yeah, I'll put the link there for anyone else. Like I said, I'm going to the post office tomorrow. So if you want to get an order in for any one of our many t-shirts here, we have pretty much all the styles and sizes in stock, even the tank tops, the muscle tees. We have the brand new book, the Happy Healthy Vegan Cookbook. So if you want to get it in time for Christmas, now is a good shot because if I mail it tomorrow, it has like a week to get there. So anyway, let's see what else you guys asking here. When are we going back to the Channel Islands, our camping spot? My plan is to go back in October of next year. So yeah, I don't see why we shouldn't be able to. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. That's the plan. We missed it this year, and last year I just thought we'd take a year off, and here I didn't know it was going to mean missing at least 2 years after that. Yeah, there you go, Landon. Pandemics are caused by that angry celery god that crazy dude has, huh? Let's see. Jordan, not too familiar with Duke. I saw someone mention Duke Ellington a bit ago. Blues guy. No, he's a jazz band leader, I guess. You know, jazz. What do you call it? Like, yeah, jazz band orchestra leader. Peter, yeah, I tell you, I'd love to come to British Columbia sometime. I don't think we're allowed to go there right now. Not that we could travel all that easily right now. But yeah, I'd love to come up there and see all the nature of your area for sure. Yeah, Prince. I forgot to mention. Yeah, Prince was a vegan, or at least vegetarian. Was he vegan, Ted? Yeah, I know he was a plant-based person. Cool. Yeah, Miles Davis and John Coltrane are probably my two favorite jazz musicians. That's kind of the era I resonate with most. Like, kind of blue for Miles, and for Coltrane, Love Supreme and Crescent are my two favorite albums of his. I mean, there's more, but those are the ones I listen to all the time. Yeah, when this is over, yeah, for sure. Um, Vaughn Freeman. I don't know who Vaughn Freeman is. Woo, is that a jazz musician? It's not ringing a bell. Nope, can't come to Canada. Yeah, I know we're like, we're not allowed anywhere. Why would any country want us to come there right now? We are in an international embarrassment right now, as far as being welcomed internationally. No, I don't think I've heard him before. Woo, cool. I'll check him out. Vaughn Freeman. All right, cool. Was, yeah. Um, let's see. How do we afford to live in Long Beach? Actually, Long Beach, last time I checked, was the most affordable, the least expensive coastal place to live in at least Southern California. I'm not sure like how that translates to like rural Northern California. But yeah, we're like the cheapest beach city to be found here. So yeah, if you want to live by the coast, yeah, Long Beach is the most affordable place. I mean, like Long Beach is like any city. There's expensive areas and there's less expensive areas. We're really lucky though, because we've been living here for 20 years, and I bought this house. I mean, I didn't buy it outright, but I'm locked into a payment that was reflective of where the market was in 2000. A lot has changed since then. So that's one reason why we were able to live here, having like, a fixed, like, monthly cost of living. So that helps out for sure. So no, yeah, I'm not, yeah, I know not everyone can have that working out for them, but yeah, it just kind of worked out for me. So yeah, we'll be here for a long time. Plant-based, yeah, you like old school stuff like Muddy Waters, Robert Johnson, yeah, yeah, Hot Tamales and the Red Hot, yeah, Muddy Waters and yeah, Buddy Guy, his student protege. I've seen Buddy Guy at least once, maybe twice before. Now I can think of one time for sure I saw Buddy Guy play. Jordan, you finally opened your borders, so you're off to Melbourne, which is exciting. Where you at, Jordan? Just curious. Favorite bands, the Beach Boys? No, not really. I'm not a big Beach Boys fan. Yeah, Howlin' Wolf. Yeah, there we go. We got some good old blues there. Awesome, guys. Yeah, I really could learn more old blues, learn from some of the greats like B.B. King, Albert King, Freddie King, the Three Kings. That's a good place to start if you're a guitarist, if you want to learn how to play blues. That's what Stevie Ray Vaughan did, amongst others he learned from. Yeah, I don't know too much about Jack Johnson. Yeah, I know who he is, obviously, but I haven't really heard too much of his music, Tin Man. You're in Sydney. Okay, so really, I didn't know the borders were that tight there, Jordan, that you couldn't even travel in Australia. You just had to really stay locked down. Because yeah, this whole time in California and the United States, when there's been lockdowns, you still could pretty much go anywhere you want. There's not really been a real lockdown here. Yes, I did see that in the news today, Produce Not Pills, about, yeah, these big like mega churches who are, have some really a lot of wealth there. 4.4 million dollars. Yeah, I mean, I got a little bit, of help with the Small Business Administration loan. It was nowhere close to 4.4 million bucks though. Um, wow, Tracy, you saw Stevie Ray Vaughan twice? That's crazy. Wow, you are really lucky. I discovered Stevie Ray. I mean, I first heard him when I was in high school. He was, he played the guitars on David Bowie's Let's Dance album. I remember when that came out. I was a sophomore in high school. I'm going, man, that guitar solo on Let's Dance is so freaking amazing. That guitar solo in China Girl is so amazing. Who's doing that? I didn't know at the time that was Stevie Ray Vaughan. So my ear, I heard his genius right away. I heard Eric Clapton, a story about Eric Clapton. He was like, as soon as he heard either Let's Dance or China Girl, he like stopped what he was doing and he called up David Bowie. He go, who is that guy? Who's playing those solos? Because that guy is the real deal. He's special. He's a genius. Yeah, that's one of his songs there. Yeah, Mary Had a Little Lamb. Yeah. Graven Babies, your first concert was Stevie Nicks with your mom when you were a kid. That's awesome. Yeah, I've seen Fleetwood Mac twice, I believe. Yeah, twice. And yeah, both times were amazing experiences. Yeah, one time was with yeah, Stevie and Lindsay together, and the last time I saw them, no Lindsay, it's when they had like you know God, what's the guy from Crowded House and Neil Campbell, Tom Petty's guitarist. Tom Campbell. God, I guess it's time for me to go and eat. I'm starting to have real vegan brain fog now. I'm just hungry. My brain's not firing as efficiently as it should be right now. It's time to go make probably that pilaf, the Tuscan kale pilaf from the Happy Healthy Vegan Cookbook. Order yours now and get it in time for Christmas, hopefully, because I'm going to the post office store. I'll leave the link one more time down here in the chat before I go. Oh yeah, Wujita. Yeah, I saw that in your story today, Wujita. I clicked it on Instagram and I saw you playing Favorite Things. Yeah, that's probably my favorite John Coltrane. That might be my favorite jazz song of all time too. Yeah, I remember the first time I heard that song, I had like a religious experience. If you've never heard John Coltrane's My Favorite Things, that show tune from like, the 40s or 50s, these are a few of my favorite things. Is it Hammers and Goldstein or something like that? Check it out. It's yeah. It's one of my favorite songs of all time. It's definitely in my like top like 20, 30 songs of all time. So yeah, check it out. If you're into jazz, you want to hear something that it's just got such good feel. And one of the secrets, I won't go too long about this, about why John Coltrane is so great, is his talent, his spirituality that you hear in his music. But his secret weapon is his pianist, McCoy Tyner, one of the greatest jazz pianists of all time. And he knows how to compliment John. And his solo on My Favorite Things is perhaps arguably his best solo too. So check it out. It's a really cool song. And see, Tracy, the Tuscan kale pilaf is the first recipe you tested or listed in the book. Cool. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Like I said, that recipe goes back a ways, So, yeah, it makes sense that you tested that one out first. Cool, Jordan, learning piano now during COVID. Awesome, yeah. Let's see. So, any last minute questions here before I go, guys? Let's see. Yeah, we were talking about McCoy Tyner on My Favorite Things. Yeah, the piano has a swelling tension that keeps you in a trance. Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. Yeah, that's a really good way to describe it. Yeah, that song is just genius. That's just so genius how they decided to cover that song and made it so good. So Tracy, great question. Better to eat or drink your celery? Well, according to the spirits, you should chug a bunch of raw celery in the morning because that's what the spirits said to do. So that's the answer on that. Angie, I tell you, she was editing a vlog, which I assume she's getting close to finish. You might see a new vlog tomorrow. If not tomorrow, Friday. But yeah, it'll be this week. Angie's editing a new, like, how we ate in a day and what we did in a day kind of video. Can Angie come say hello? Well, if she wanted to, she'd come in. She probably doesn't have her makeup on today, so she probably won't come in. She, it takes a while to put all the stuff on and just to come in and say hi. Wow, I didn't know it was so hard to eat all the celery. You got to drink it through your nose. Wow. Well, you saw Van Halen. Yeah, I've never seen Van Halen before. Yeah, talking about, an amazing musician there, Eddie. All right, guys, I think that's it. You never know. You might see me tomorrow. Like I said, tomorrow my schedule's kind of open. I just put out that video today. If you haven't seen the video I put out today about Chris Paul, NBA star, as far as I can tell, is eating a fully vegan diet, even though he's calling it plant-based. I didn't see him have any dairy or yogurt or anything like that. So yeah, check that out. It's a positive story. I'm not like, criticizing or anything like that. Usually I'm like, doing a more critical thinking breakdown. This one's a pure positive story. So check that out. So tomorrow, I tell you, my main plan is to pack orders, go to the post office. So if you want to get something and get it in time for Christmas, assuming the post office isn't all broken or anything, from too many people using it right now. So everyone's sending their Christmas gifts because, not that many people are getting together. So yeah, get it in tonight at shop.happyhealthyvegan.org, and I will pack it tomorrow. We'll sign books if you want that. So now's a good time for that. So yeah, like I said, hopefully I'll see you tomorrow or soon with another live stream. And thanks, Tracy, for joining us for the whole time, just like Wujita. That's really cool. You guys could, take time tonight, because like I said, I don't plan these. I don't schedule these because I'm a weird flake. I wish I could be better about that. But no, thanks for joining and moderating. We didn't have any trolls. Just that one girl who complained how veganism is a lie because she gained weight eating Ben & Jerry's, vegan Ben & Jerry's. Other than that, and I don't consider that a troll. I was just like a fun person to have some fun with, but she left us, unfortunately. So anyway, guys, thanks so much. Like this video and watch my video from earlier today about Chris Paul. It's cool. And in fact, I'm going to go see the Lakers just finished their preseason game against Chris Paul's team, the Suns, and I'll see who won. Not that it really matters, but it's cool to see the league getting started back up again. I miss watching them, and I miss playing too. So anyway, guys, thanks so much for being here with me tonight. My vegan friends, you guys now in the virtual world out there are my real vegan friends, since I don't go out anymore. All right, guys, much love, and I'll see you soon, guys. All right, peace out.